management about the Chung Tian Temple, and our group with the Jack and the Lee. I will tell about some basic information about the Chung Tian Temple, and the Jack will analyze the on-site issue. The Lee will come up with recommendation and make a conclusion. Okay, let's start our presentation. Chung Tian Temple, the full name is called the Foguangshan Chung Tian Temple. The Foguangshan, it means like the Buddha's light mountain, and it's built in 1993. It's built in 1993 with the traditional Chinese Buddha's building. It's located between Logan and Brisbane. It's near the Underwood Park. This guy is the founder of the Chung Tian Temple. His name is Master He Xingyun. His name also called the Star Cloud. He is built Foguangshan order in Taiwan, and he is encouraged to the humanistic Buddhas. In Foguangshan Chung Tian Temple, it provides the tour guide and the school trip to the local schools. In Chung Tian Temple, the main tour group is focused on the Asian. Majority of the tourists are from China. They want to promote the Chinese Buddhist culture in Australia. In every month, the Chung Tian Temple have a different activity. For example, in the 28th in April and to the first day in March, they hold the Buddha's birthday festival in South Bank. And he also provide a different service for visitors, including the baby blessing ceremony and the tea ceremony. Also have the wedding ceremony, and also have the English chanting service. And he also have the two different kind of classes, including the Buddhist classes. It has the Chinese. It also have the Chinese and the English, and it also has the meditation classes. It can help you to how to relax when you under pressure on your work and life. And because of the Chung Tian Temple is located on the rural area, so the public transportation is not frequent. So we need to take the bus about road 576 or 578. But after you get off the bus station, you need to walk about 60 minutes to the Chung Tian Temple. For every Saturday, we also have the short bus for the visitor. You need, but before that, you need to booking in the website. This map, you have the 10 main buildings along about the Chung Tian Temple. The number 4 is the important buildings, the Buddha Sava Hall, and the number 8 is the Lotus Texture Wall, and the number 9 is the social transcription rooms, and the number 10 is the Pagoda Temple. According to the context, the Chung Tian Temple is followed with the manifold models. It provides interesting contact with the Chinese Buddhist culture to the visitors among the Australia, and it also provides a different activity related to the Buddhas to the visitors. So I think there is follow with the manifold models, and next the Jet will introduce them the on-site issue.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm going to talk about the site management issue in Chung Tian Temple. The first one is site arrival. The transportation, the public transportation to Chung Tian Temple only 2 buses, but the tourists have to get off the bus and walk at least 15 minutes to there. And just only few free shuttle bus service on Saturday from 9 to 9:30 a.m. and they have to return at 2 p.m. And so it's not convenient for the tourists who has no car to visit Chung Tian Temple. talk about the car park. It's quite crowded during some special Buddhist festival or New Year, and there's not enough car park for them, so people have to park out of the temple where it's not allowed to park. Next, I'm going to talk about the dining hall. The process to dining in the dining hall is like people have to take a line in front of the entrance and donate money into the donation box, and they get in the hall and get the food one by one. But there's quite crowded it's quite small in the dining hall, and they have in the self-service area and the collecting area, it's too small, so it may lead to some unsafe issue. For the parents with the babies and children, there's no baby seat or dinnerware for the baby or children. So next, I'm going to talk about the visitor orientation. The sign and the language is really important for the tourist destination, but the sign and some poster and some brochure in Chung Tian Temple only English or Chinese, and some only Chinese. So it's really difficult for the non-native speaker to understand the content of the temples. And about the guidebook, the guidebook in Chung Tian Temple, it's just really simple with some basic information about the funder and the map. So it's lack of some useful information and the best route for visiting the temple, and some important information about the tourists have to care about when they visit the temple. And next, I'm going to talk about the cross-cultural issue. In most of the temple, there's not many rubbish bins. It's in order to avoid the visual pollution, but it's not convenient for the tourists because they have to find a rubbish bin. Next, I'm going to talk about the language, like the translation of the words of wisdom about Buddhism. It's really difficult for the tourists or the foreigner to understand the meaning of Buddhism. So it's the barrier for them to want to learn more about Buddhism. And for the school and for school visits and the tour visits, the tour guide have responsibility to teach or educate them about the rule or the culture about the temple. But for some free independent tourists, there's no tour guide or the interpretation to them to teach them to understand the culture or the rule of the temple. Next, I'm going to talk about the security issue. The Chung Tian Temple offers the course to the elders and some children, but there's no security guard on duty at daytime. So the teacher have to teach the children and take care of them after they finish the class. So we think that it's not safe for the children to stay in the temple after class.
I'm Lee. Thank you for my another two partners to do the background introduction of Chung Tian Temple, and another partner to do some problem reflection. For me, I will do to put forward some solutions and a suggestion to resolve these problems. Okay, the first one is reflect some the public transportation about the Chung Tian Temple. We recommend the Logan City Council or the Brisbane City Council to or transportation department to enlarge or widen original roads, main roads for Chung Tian Temple, or to build another new one to build to the Chung Tian Temple to decrease original roads pressures. Here is the example to reflect it. And this, for example, and we recommended the city council and the transportation department to increase another 2 or 3 transportation, public transportation, public bus to arrive to Chung Tian Temple. And here it's just have this is one and another one, just only 2 currently. And here it's reflect another problem about Chung Tian Temple is the car park problem. And we recommended approximately just less than 100 car park area. And we recommended the administration of Chung Tian Temple need to enlarge the amount of car park areas. Maybe enlarge 20 or 50 like that. It's to can meet the visitors when they come to Chung Tian Temple. Here reflects another problem. It's the Chung Tian Temple has less lack of slogans or guide signs. So we recommended for here we recommended the management of Chung Tian Temple need to set up a guide signs to guide when some visitors drive his car to Chung Tian Temple where they need to go, where they can park like that. Here is I take an example about rubbish bins in Chung Tian Temple. The rubbish bin maybe will make some pollutions, and this style of Chung Tian this style rubbish bin. And another example here, when you can see the surface, it's the borders cultural on the surface. It's suitable for like the temple, like the classical the historical structures or areas like that. They cannot avoid they can avoid the view pollution, and we recommended the Chung Tian Temple could pay much money to buy like this rubbish bin to put in the corner of Chung Tian Temple, and to give to provide some convenience when visitors during in Chung Tian Temple can throw their rubbish. Here is another problem. It's when we say all the guidebook, it's the English. It's the English, and for the Chung Tian Temple, we organized it's not for just the Chinese or the English England person or like that, and have another amount of the person who can speak the minority language. So we recommended the administration of Chung Tian Temple need to publish any the guidebooks use the monetary language to meet the person who cannot speak English and they just speak some monetary language. They can visit the Chung Tian Temple and can get some information before they arrive to Chung Tian Temple. Here is the same. Yeah, here is the same. We recommended we needed to put another 3 or 4 the same pictures, just to use the monetary language to meet the other person. Here is another problem. It's the dining hall. It's the dining hall of the Chung Tian Temple. This time it's reflected, the lunch time is coming. And here we recommended, the administration of Chung Tian Temple need organized or managed some volunteers or the workers, monks, nuns like that to take part in manage this area when the luncheon time is coming. And here we can see some crowded. The same one, yeah, the same. And here we can see this area. Maybe we recommended the administration of Chung Tian Temple need to enlarge this area, because here is so small space is so small, and here is the first thing is it's so small. The whole hall is so small, so we recommended the Chung Tian Temple need to consider replace another new large rooms to to replace the original dining halls, or they can organize or separate the different tables which are rare for for the families who have babies and which areas is a single one or like that, they can avoid some safety issues happen. Here is an example like that. Father take 2 or 3 babies like that. His attention is limitation. Here, begin this part. I use this one again and to reflect the the security of Chung Tian Temple. In Chung Tian Temple, it's surrounded by the natural forest. And so we recommended the administration of Chung Tian Temple and the security system of Chung Tian Temple need to set up the technology monitor, and to make the 24 hours monitor all surrounded of Chung Tian Temple environment to guarantee the whole area is safety and guaranteeing the workers or like all the other persons who visit here or work here is safety. And another one is so important about Chung Tian Temple, it's the babies' safety. Here is have many babies to take part in some activities in Chung Tian Temple. So we recommended the Chung Tian Temple, the workers or the nuns or the volunteers to take part in the teachers when they teach something to children. And they can, to assist the teachers to guarantee the children's safety. Okay, that's all. Let's based on all the background information to take some reasonable suggestions and solutions to resolve these problems. That's all. Thank you very much.